almost there. Next we have the contact section. So this is just a two column, one with the contact description and the other with the contact form. All right, let's begin. So there is no title for this one. We just go straight to div dot container, div dot role, div dot call, LG6. So we duplicate this. This one will be for contact description, and this will be for contact form. All right, let's begin. So here we have the small heading like H6, H1, and paragraph. H6, H1, and paragraph. Let's see if we have anything here. Okay, contact. The intro comes with the H1, and we were not given any paragraph. We'll just use Lorem Ipsum, but just ensure that you put something that makes sense here. H6. Let's see. That's complete. H1. Let's put this in paragraph. Let's just say we would love to hear from you. Find our contact details below. Then for the paragraph, we're going to have this. Feel free to reach out to collaborate. Okay. So let's give our container padding top and padding bottom. Alright, so let's give this, do they have more space, like 2px padding on the bottom. Padding bottom 2. Copy. Oh, okay, they are too close, so I was looking for them. Alright, so next we're going to have this, our buttons. So let's put them in a div. We're just going to group them together. So the first one there is the email with an icon. We can actually use a list for this. Mm, come on. Plus, okay, and lastly we have the address. So make sure all these details are your correct details because you want your clients to be able to reach you, right? So one, two, three. Let's give this a class and call it contacts UL or contact list. Um, so from here we have a contact style. So list style type, set it to none to get rid of the dots. Then now we can add our icons. So go to font awesome icon and we have search for email. You have all this email, look for the free one. You can either use, let's see. Okay, just close email, copy and put it right. We'll paste it here, put a space. Let's see that. Okay, let's increase the size a bit. Let's say FA-LG. Okay, now let's increase the size of our font. So we have contact list LI. Here we're going to have font size 18 px. Okay, let's add the other icons. Phone. Um, any lights free one. Look. Alright. This is pro. Let's just go with this. And that will be mapping. Yes. Let's just go with this. Let's not forget to add our size FELG. So large. Okay. And for here, let's say font size 3 or 4. Let's say. Okay. There's a padding here. Let's get rid of it. Padding left. So cool. I think we need some space right under our list. Okay. So next we're going to work on the other section, which is the form. So first of all, this has a background. That's a background. So let's see. Um, that's for our section. Contact section. Let's put it right up here. Background color. We just need something. I think we've used that before. This is fine. Next, we're working on the other section, which is the form section. So we're going to have this background for our form. We'll be using the Bootstrap form. Components. Form overview. Okay. So let's begin with our form design. Okay, first we're going to have a form wrapper. And then we're going to have our form. Let's call this form wrapper. Remember, you begin designing your form with the form element. So here we can begin to have our, let's have a row. In our row, we're going to have, we want to put our input in columns. So we're going to have div.call -lg we can now bring in our inputs. Let's see what Bootstrap has for us. Okay, let's just take the input alone. So here we have the class of form control. We have a placeholder. So here we can call this name. So this is going to be text, then email and subject. Name, email, subject. Name. Duplicate our div. Email. Email type will be email. Okay, here will be text. And again, text and subject. Next is, oh sorry, we're not duplicating our row, we're only duplicating our column. We're not duplicating our row, we are only duplicating our column. So all our columns are in our row. So call LG, call LG, call LG. Good. So here we're going to have the text area. Let's see the text area from Bootstrap. Copy. So 1, 2, 3. Change the last one to text area. So the rows 3 determine the height of the text area. Okay, so we're going to switch this up. We're going to add 12 to it so that each takes the whole bit. Okay, so we need a column gap here. Let's use the GY for column gap 3. Alright, so next we're going to have, okay, you might be wondering how we got this card. So this is our form wrapper. I've already styled it. Form wrapper, I gave it a width of 450 px, background color of white, border radius 15, padding 30 px. If we get rid of the padding, this is what it will look like. Okay, so I have added that padding of 30 px on the left, right, top and bottom, and that's why we have this. So let's put a message on our placeholder, on our text area placeholder. Let's add placeholder. Message. All right, so that's it. What else do we have? 1 2 3 4. Then our button, our submit button. So that's actually our normal Bootstrap button. So we're still going to use our column div.col -lg-12. So button, our button class is going to be, okay, so for our button we're going to put submit, what is this again, message. Okay, so we're going to give it a button type submit button class btn dash primary, then btn, we're going to call this contact btn, so we can use this to style our button more. Okay, so we're going to give it a full width by adding to the class width 100. That's for full width. Okay, let's add some padding here and here. So in the entire section we're going to add the padding 5. Then in our row for the form, we're also going to add padding top 4 and padding bottom 4. Okay, now let's work on the focus. We're going to change all this color to orange, and also for the submit, to stop this from happening, we're going to add requires to all the form. Impute 1, after the placeholder just add required so it doesn't submit empty, like move it back to the top, because for now we don't have where the form is going to. Okay, so let's work on the focus. So input form control, our class is form control, so we're going to use the input selected, but we have other form that there's form control, so let's give it a new class. Let's call it contact. So but here we would say dot, let's begin with the input, then dot, to ensure that we're selecting it correctly. So I'm going to begin with the inner padding 12 px on the top, and left and right 20px. Okay, so you can see the difference. We've only added that on the name, so let's add it on the other the class. So this input and this input. The text area doesn't need it. Okay, so now they're equal. We'll come to the button later. So let's fix we still have a border radius, so I think the border radius is fine. Let's work on the focus now. So this add the color focus. These are pseudo selectors. For our border color, we want it to be our theme color, and for our box shadow, we want to set it to up 0 on outside, and the size should be 0.25. Let's use rem. Then the color RGB, this is one of our theme colors. Okay, so we have our focus. So let's make this 0.5, a little bit lighter. So focus for text area. We're going to select the class, add the class to our text area. So call this let's see if this works without the inputs. So it will work on all of them, that is. No, it doesn't. So Ctrl Z, pin back the input. So we're going to do this on our own text area. The same thing we have here, we're going to put it here for our text area. Okay, so let's see, font control dot focus. Text area dot. Oh, sorry, we did not include the focus. Okay, now we have it. So next, let's work on our button. So for the button, we have our class btn. We've called it contact btn. So we're going to say .btn to ensure that it's picking it. Then we're going to do the same thing we did for the others. The background color, we choose our main background color. Color should be white. Then border none. Let's also add the padding just as we did for the others. With say 12px and 20px, right? Let's not have any on the side. Okay. So when it's active, it's still blue. So we're going to change that. We're going to change the hover and the active color for our button. So dot btn so for here on hover, background color should be our theme color. Then our active color should also be our theme color. Okay, so now it's all okay. So let's check out view. So 768, let's see, tablet view, the column, it switches to column. Okay, so let's do that for us. This is tablet view, so this should take full width. It should take a full width. %. Okay, what else? More spacing at the bottom. So let's just switch form wrapper on tablet view. Form wrapper on tablet view. Max width 768 px. For making it 100%. Okay, so it stays the same. And let's give it some, let's just put some padding top. Or that should be margin. Okay. Then for smaller devices, same thing. Okay, so it works now, it works for all. That's cool. So with that, we're done with our contact form. Anything else? White background form details. White background form details. Okay, that's it.